Hey everybody, this is TJR, and welcome to Album of the Week. Last week, there was no Album of the Week because there was no album that inspired me enough to want to do one. So 2 weeks ago, our Album of the Week was the excellent For Their Love by the band Other Lives. I still want to strongly recommend that album and that video. This week's Album of the Week is World as a Waiting Room by White Denim. And this is a very appropriate title for this album and appropriate to the headline I put in the thumbnail stating that this album is a musical cure for quarantine. And I'll get to that in a moment. First, a little bit of info. White Denim is an American four-piece rock band from Austin, Texas. They have been together since 2008, and this is their 12th studio album. And yet, this is my first exposure to this band. And as I've listened to this album over the week, I have to keep asking myself, why is it this band did not hit my radar sooner? Now, what does this album sound like? Well, first, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit here. I'm going to actually quote from their wiki page because I think it actually says some good things here. It describes their music as influenced by dub, psychedelic rock, blues, punk rock, progressive rock, soul, jazz, experimental rock with home-based recording, jamming approach, intense looping work, and unusual song structures. I would say that kind of sums it up, but if I were to describe this album, I would say picture Morrissey and the Tubes. Have a kid. And maybe that kid listens to a little bit of Iggy Pop and David Bowie along the way too. Now this album was recorded in 30 days. Yes, you heard me right. 30 days under quarantine. In fact, there is a really fun track entitled Queen of the Quarantine that really needs to be all over radio and the internet right now. Now, honestly, I don't know how they did this during this time. I don't know if they recorded this album virtually or if they quarantined together like a family. But I do know that this album shows just how awesome an album can be when you have really competent, talented musicians who are really tight with each other. And despite all the diverse musical influences on this album, and the so-called unwillingness to adhere to conventional commercial song structures, this album, to me, feels very commercial in the best possible way. This album is fun, it's energetic, it's a sonic party going on in your head that you and all your friends are invited to. A splendid time is guaranteed for all. Now, some people might call this album quirky, but I would say that this album is everything that I wish modern pop music could be. World as a Waiting Room is available on all legal streaming services, including YouTube. And unfortunately, it's not available on CD. It is available for digital purchase. A limited edition vinyl release can be pre-ordered right now at the band's website. And now I want to know what you think. Have you checked out this album? Are you interested in checking it out? Leave a comment. Let us all know what you think. If you like what I'm doing, be sure to click like, click subscribe, and smash the bell notification icon so you can know when I release new videos. And remember, checking out new music builds your ear muscles. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to join you next week for another Album of the Week.